Good evening and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the second game of the week. This time, the Lady Eagles squaring off against the Wolves from Joliet. My name is Tyler Town, alongside my color commentator, Mason Lucas. Mason, welcome back into the booth.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Glad to see you. Yeah, glad to get you back in here after doing a little bit of technical work last time. Aaron, he's in class tonight, so we got Mason with us for this call, and it should be a good one. Last year, IVCC beat this Joliet Wolves team twice. Beat them the first time 90-75 and 82-78 the second time. So two, decent games. Wasn't anything, weren't blowouts either which way, kind of like what we experienced on Tuesday. Yeah. But it looks like we should have a good game on our hands. Got a couple of returning sophomores on the Joliet side. Kiana Campbell and Desha Brefford, both doing pretty well in their last game against, it was McHenry County on November 11th. It was Kiana Campbell with 17, Desha Brefford with 13 points, and Destiny Villaleo, another returning sophomore off the bench, with 11 points. So those are three names that we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on for the rest of this game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I agree. So, Desha Bradford is averaging 15.3 points per game with 2 steals, and in with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And then Kiana Campbell has 13 points with 4 steals, 7.8 rebounds per game. And she's adding in with 4 assists as well. Sure. So doing it across the stat sheet.
Doing it on both ends. Last, 2 days ago it was on Tuesday. Lady Eagles, that's a game to forget.
Yeah.
Against Lincoln. Final score was a lot too little. We'll say that. We're not even going to really touch on those stats because we're going to just try and forget them.
Yep.
Well, hey, it's time. We got about a minute left before tip-off, and we're going to turn things over to Mr. Pat Whalen here in just a few moments. He's got our starting lineups, our national anthem, and more. So keep it right here on your home for Illinois Valley Community College basketball, men and women, right here.
Fans, coaches, and players, the National Junior College Athletic Association is committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play. We ask all fans, coaches, and players to show respect for the opposing team, game officials, and each other before, during, and after today's game. Persons throwing objects or participating in any other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play are subject to ejection and prosecution. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Welcome to the campus of Illinois Valley Community College. For tonight's basketball contest between our guests on the scoreboard, the Joliet Junior College Wolves and your IVCC Lady Eagles. Before we meet the starting lineups, we ask that everyone please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps. Face the colors of our flag for the playing of our national anthem. Now, the starting lineup for the Joliet Junior College Wolves. They entered the contest with a record of 4 wins and no losses. At a guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Bolingbrook, number 1, Amber Watson. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore from New Manchester, Georgia, number 10, Desha Brefford. At center, a 6'2" sophomore from Romeoville, number 12, Nia Harris. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Lockport Township, number 21, Kiana Campbell. At forward, a 5'10" freshman from Joliet West, number 31, Gloria Schote. Head coach for the Wolves, Mr. Sean Sanderson, assisted by Mr. Rex Shanifelt and Mr. Brad Price. And now, the starting lineup for your Illinois Valley Community College Lady Eagles. They entered the contest with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses. At one guard, a 5'6" sophomore from the Academy at St. Bede, Peru, Illinois, number 4, Julia Pohar. At guard, a 5'6" sophomore from the Academy of Marquette High School, Bader Gymnasium, Ottawa, Illinois, number 12, Hallway Hunter Wright. 5'9" freshman from Brockman Gymnasium, Kewanee High School, number 10, Rachel Moraski. At a forward, a 5'8" sophomore from Cavalier Country, LaSalle Peru High School, Peru, Illinois, number 23, Dr. Quincy Weber. At center, a 6'2" sophomore from Marquette Academy, home of the Crusaders, Ottawa, Illinois, number 45, Cassidy Murphy. Head coach for the Lady Eagles, Mr. Tom Patak. He's in his 5th year at IVCC, assisted by Miss Brittany Moriarty in her 1st year at IVCC.
There you have it, Mason, the starting lineups for the Wolves of Joliet and your Illinois Valley Community College Lady Eagles. Key names to watch for IVCC, well, obviously, Julia Pohar.
Yep, absolutely. Pohar's been struggling in the last couple home games, but she's averaging about 21 points per game overall, so hopefully she can translate that to a home game tonight.
Last year in the 2 games that they played against each other, Julia averaged 19 points. She had, let's see, I think it was 26 in the first one and 9 in the second one, I believe, something like that. I wrote it down somewhere. Actually, yeah, 26 and 12. So that's hoping she can keep that success going. And there's right off the tip, a layup up and no good by Julia Pohar. Tough start there for the Eagles. Here come the Wolves.
Yeah, you definitely needed that one, especially since she's been struggling at home. You want to see a couple drop, and to miss a layup's a killer.
Inside look there for Harris. Shot was off the mark. And Quincy Weber eventually comes away with it. Outlets to right, and here come the Eagles, their first kind of set up offensive possession of the game.
Yeah, you know, we saw last game, don't like to bring up ball rooms. They were a little stagnant, so you hope to see a little bit more movement, better spacing.
Yeah, if there's one thing you don't want to do, it's come out like you did on Tuesday, that's for sure. Moraski, she's going to fire a 3. That's off the mark. Murphy with a strong rebound back out to right. Right for 3. Off the mark once again. Rebound fought for, and looks like that was off of Moraski.
Yeah, that's good hustle. 1 offensive rebound, very close to 2, and 2 good looks. So good start to the half-court offense, just execution was a little poor.
Yep. Point guard for the Joliet Wolves is number 21, Kiana Campbell, one of the leading scorers for this team. She passes to Brefford, and they swing it back around, and that pass was well out of bounds. Here come the Eagles, a sloppy turnover there.
Just might have been a little high.
Just a little high. Do have a couple of new faces here in the broadcast booth with us this evening. Obviously, Jacob Seinberg on camera. Also have Mr. Reed Meredith. He's in charge of the scoreboard this evening, so if the score's messed up, well,
blame him.
Blame him, yes.
And then shout out to our new stats man,
Brett Gustafson over on the stats. Hopefully going to be able to keep track of some turnovers, as that's something that we've been trying to keep an eye on all year, just haven't had the personnel to do so. So maybe we'll have some accurate turnovers for you. And there's a layup up and good by Kiana Campbell. We talked about her in the pregame, and it looks like she's off to another good start here tonight.
You know, this team averages about 47 rebounds per game, assuming that all stats are accurate.
Sure.
So you need to box out, and nobody boxed out on that possession, and she made them pay.
Something that Aaron and I have come very accustomed to is saying unofficially. Unofficially those stats are. Never know if they're completely accurate. We hope they are, and that's what we're going to roll with. Looks like we got a jump ball before the whistle. Yeah, no fouls. It's going to be a jump ball that belongs to the Wolves.
Right idea, as that was a pass that was help off one pass away. So you want to kick it to the corner, but good hands gets a turnover.
Campbell's going to walk the ball across the timeline. Here come the Eagles once again. Brefford, she's wide open on the wing for three, and she got it. 3-point field goal for Disha Brefford. 5-0 here in the early going as we tick under that 8-minute mark in the first. It's a zone press here that the Wolves have come out in, and it's kind of got to the Eagles so far, forcing them to make some not too crisp passes. Moraski fires for three. She got them all.
Yeah, that's great ball movement and finds Moraski open on the right wing. Just a great shot.
Rachel Moraski opens with her first points for the Lady Eagles tonight. There's a three answered. No good. We got a foul. Looks like going to be underneath the basket. We'll see who the referee sought that one to be. Oh. That's going to be a number 31, Gloria Choate.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened.
Yeah,
there,
I didn't see what happened underneath either. It's as if, you know, we were probably supposed to be watching. I don't know what we were doing. I don't know where we were. A good game out there. We should probably start watching it. Bohar, she drives into the lane, puts it up for two. That's well long. Weber with the offensive board. Good sign so far, the offensive glass for the Eagles. Julia Bohar knocks down a three. Good to see that one fall.
I believe that's the first one we've seen in person.
At home, yes. She's made plenty on the road, but she gets nervous in front of us, Mason. There's a turnover by the Wolves.
Well, you know what? Offensive rebounds do lead to open looks, and happened there as Julia gets her first three to drop right in front of us.
Nice to see that as the Lady Eagles, after back-to-back possessions with threes, now take a 6-5 lead. About 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
You know, so far it hasn't been them turning the ball over. It's been Joliet turning the ball over.
Weber to Moraski. She knocks one down for three. The Lady Eagles have come out on fire. 6 for Moraski, 3 for Pohar. It's a 9-5 ball game.
It's just a good job by Quincy to split both defenders and then hit Moraski for open right wing three.
Here's a 2-point jumper by Harris. Banked it in. The bank is open, Mason. Unbelievable. What time is it?
Yeah, 5:40. So Oglesby banks are all
maybe
close.
on the maybe on the East Coast or the West Coast
I don't
or
know.
somewhere not here maybe. But yeah, she banks that one home, make it a 2-point game. Wright's on the wing now. Passes cross court to Pohar. She's open for three. Can she do it again? She cannot. And she tracks down the rebound and throws it off Harris. That's going to be, oh boy. We got some frustration on the sideline from Sean Sanderson, coach of Joliet. Oh boy, he's not happy about that one.
Well, first of all, great skip pass by Hunter Wright to get Julia open look, and
good luck, good hustle there by Pohar.
Hustle and
oh, Sanderson's not up. He's not happy. She came right out of the game, did Kiana Campbell. Moraski, she's going to fire again for three. Oh my goodness, she did it again.
Beautiful look, gets Moraski another right wing three, and she is feeling it right now.
3 for 4 in the ball game. 9 points for her, 9 of the IVCC 12. It's been all 3-point jumpers so far. Destiny Villaleo, number 14, checked into the ball game on the last dead ball, and she comes in, shoots right away. It's off the mark. Got to be careful, though, with her. She's averaging quite a few points off the bench. Looks like we got another jump ball. This one, it's going to go to the Eagles this time.
Julia, good job bumping down. First of all, they got, like we said, we got boxed out because there was 2 offensive rebounds there, but Julia came down and was able to force the jump. So
yeah,
not too bad of a defensive possession for the Eagles as it's a turnover.
Yep, Weber tried to force kind of a no-look pass, look off the defender, but unfortunately, when you don't look at where you're passing the ball to, not going to do well for you.
Sometimes the person you thought was there is
not quite. Amber Watson, she brought the ball up the court, passed to Brefford on the wing. Villaleo up top. 2-3 zone here for the Eagles. Wright and Pohar up top. 3-point field goal, no good by Brefford. And Pohar brings the ball up the court. Pohar bounce pass inside to Weber, puts it up for 2, no good. Gets her own offensive rebound, however, and kicks it out to Moraski. And that's a well-read pass by Disha Brefford. She's going to have an easy layup, and she finishes.
Yeah, she kind of telegraphed that one, and you could see that from a mile away, and Brefford makes her pay with a good steal and bucket.
Disha Brefford saw that pass before Moraski saw that pass and took it the other way.
You know, I do like how they're moving the ball. It looks like IVCC's just, you know, compared to Tuesday, the ball is zipping around quicker. And
2-point shot, no good by Murphy. Rebounded by Weber, out to Wright for 3.
Hey,
it's good.
Threes are falling. They don't want to hit 2s. It's all 3s.
It's all 3s tonight.
All 3s tonight.
15-9, nothing, no shots. Well, a couple of shots have been taken inside the paint, but haven't been made yet. 15-9, 6-point ball game. Here's a 3 by Watson. It's off the mark. Rebounded, corralled by the Wolves. Brefford fires for three, and she got that one. Deisha Brefford, now, we talked about her in the pregame.
Yep.
8 points here already for the Wolves.
You know, and that was just a long rebound. Quincy actually had her woman boxed out, but a long rebound gets to him. Offensive rebounds lead to open threes, and you saw the result there.
Brefford had 18 points in one of the 2 games that the Eagles played the Wolves in last year. There's a kind of a heat check by Muraski that was short, but it was tipped out of bounds by the Wolves. So the Eagles going to retain possession on this one as Lauren Thomason comes in for Muraski. Muraski's going to head on over to the trainer's table as well. Hopefully we can kind of monitor that situation.
Yeah. The ankles, she had an ankle to bind her on Tuesday, and you know, so hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah. Right, she's up top. Drives into the lane, tries to find Thomason, who just checked into the game, but we're going to have another jump ball in our hands. 3 jump balls already 4 minutes into the game.
We're going to have a hard time keeping track.
Yeah.
in this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually a really good play. Julie on the inbound, she had a pin down to the corner, and Wright just thought she saw a drop-off pass, but Julia was wide open in the corner. So it was a good play, just wrong decision.
Yeah,
wrong decision
didn't quite
on that
go
one.
the Eagles' way.
Yeah.
It's Brefford kicking it over to Villaleo, who's on the wing, guarded by Pohar. Tried to say earlier, Wright and Pohar up top. Thomason, Murphy, and Weber down low in the 2-3 zone. Villaleo on the wing. Thought about the shot, thought against it. Brefford now up top.
Compared to Tuesday's game as well, they seem to be rotating, and their energy's a lot better. It's looking a lot better than Tuesday's game, which isn't super hard to say.
Weber tracked down that defensive board, and Wright now with it. Looks like she thought about maybe just taking a shot. Now she will. She's open, and she can't hit.
That was a good look, just a good simple pass to her, and she gets an open three, just couldn't hit.
Watson right into the lane, puts it up, and got the foul and won. So Destiny Villaleo going to the line, going to make it a, well, hopefully she's going to try and tie this ball game up for the Wolves.
Yeah, that's just a good attack, you know, realizing she had the size advantage. She goes inside at Pohar, draws the foul, and is looking for one more at the line.
Pohar's first foul as Villaleo completes the 3-point play. Right, back to Weber. They're going to try and pass their way out of this zone as I guess now, yeah, Weber decides to dribble across court, finds Thomason. Thomason over to Pohar. Looks like 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Wright tried to threat one inside to Murphy off her hands. Brefford on the run, puts it up for 2, and good.
It was a good pass, just a little too low for Murphy, and Brefford gets an easy steal and bucket on the other end.
The first 2 double digits is Deisha Brefford. She's got 10 in this ball game, 10 of their 17 as they lead by 2. Murphy, that was a good idea by Pohar, but unfortunately Murphy was not ready for that one as she wasn't entirely looking. Coach Tom Patak is going to get a timeout here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lady Eagles trailed by 2. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, down by 2 with 2 minutes and 40 seconds here in the first quarter.
You know, IVCC's down by 2 right now, and the reason is thanks to the quick stat by our man Brett, the stats guy now.
Sure.
IVCC's got 6 turnovers compared to Joliet's 2, so
it's a lot of turnovers here in the first quarter. Gonna have to cut those down.
Yep.
Watson inside, down low. There's a 2-point shot, no good by Edwards. Villaleo now pulls for 2, off the mark. Rebound tapped around, fought for. Edwards gets another rebound. This one eventually corralled by Hunter Wright. Here she goes, off to the races. Crosses Brefford, crosses her again. Spins, looks inside to Murphy. Murphy takes a hard dribble, puts it up, and rolls right off the rim.
That was a good look as Wright drew 2 and then dropped it off to Murphy. Murphy just unfortunately could not finish.
Watson for 3. That's well long. Right into the arms of Thomason, and here come the Eagles. Pohar 2-on-1 opportunity. Tries to go behind her back. Couldn't quite get it to Weber as it was tracked down by Edwards.
In a close game like that, I don't know how much I like that.
I think she had that in her mind the entire way down the court, but couldn't quite bring it to fruition. Here's Watson for three. That shot's off the mark once again. Another one boarded by Edwards, passed up and in by Amber Lemons, her first points of the ball game.
They're not doing super well on the offensive rebound or defensive rebound side of the ball, and that was kind of to be expected because this team, again, unofficially is averaging 47 rebounds per game. But you definitely need to box out, and they're making them pay in the first quarter.
One disappointing thing so far is Thomason makes a nice move. Oh, misses the shot. One disappointing thing is also Lexi Marks is out of this ball game, one of the posts for the Lady Eagles. So any rebounding issues not going to be helped there. Bradford fires another one for three. That's her third three-pointer of the ball game. She's got 13 points now.
Keep feeding the hot hand, and just a simple, repass gives them an open look. Three.
Weber on the wing could really use a score here. The Lady Eagles could. Right to Pohar. And Pohar's pass is out of bounds. Right off the hands of Thomason. Just not the greatest pass in the world.
Yeah, just miscommunication. I think she thought Thompson was going to go out to the corner, and Thompson's kind of stayed near that short corner area, and just a throwaway pass, basically.
Eagles could use a stop here, down by 7 as we tick under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Villaleo inside, up for two. That shot is short. Rebound tracked down, well tipped out by Thomason. Tipped right beyond Pohar.
She had a good idea because if Pohar kept running, she didn't try to track down that rebound. She would have easy transition.
Villaleo fires for the long two-point basket, and it's good. 24-15, 5 seconds, 4, 3 seconds, 2, 1 second. Pohar needs to get off a shot, and she cannot. And that is how the first quarter will come to an end. 24-15 after 1. The Lady Eagles trail by 9. We'll be back in about a minute. (24-15), Lady Eagles trail by 9 here as we begin the second quarter.
I think one thing was the ball kind of slowed down a little bit after the timeout. It just seemed like the ball was moving a little less, moving a little slower, and you would definitely like to see that to where they came out on fire, keep that ball zipping around like it is now.
Doherty and Luchetto, 2 freshmen, check into the ball game. Luchetto almost goes out of bounds, tried to find Weber, and that's another turnover for the Lady Eagles. Brett Gustafson, is that number 7?
Hey, Brett, how many turnovers is that? Stats man.
I think that's 7 turnovers now already as we
8, 9.
9. Oh boy, 9 already. Not good. And there's a travel before the shot was off by Amber Lemons. Yeah,
so there's another turnover for Joliet. How many did they got? Joliet 3. Ooh.
Only 3?
Yeah,
9-3 in the turnover battle. That usually is not good news.
Oh yeah, that can be one big reason for this lead. Is it like a 3-2 press?
It's a 1-3-1 maybe, but Weber got it across, but it's picked off by Villaleo. Easy 2-point opportunity by Campbell. She puts it up and good.
That was due to spacing as Weber just kind of dribbled into her own player, which again kind of brings into spacing issues that create that turnover.
26-15, an 11-point ball game. Campbell's got 4 points in the game. Weber gets it up to Wright. Wright takes it into the lane, puts it up for 2 and good. Way to put a Band-Aid on it, Hunter Wright.
Yeah, good drive by Wright, but again, she drives right into Wright's, defender, and that brings another defender who can pick that off, but luckily she floated it over, and Wright with a good 2.
Good block there by Quincy Weber, rebound corralled by Luchetto, and out to Hunter Wright. Got to force a lot of missed shots so they can't step into that setup into that zone.
Yeah, and not only that, but I don't think, they're just struggling against that 3-2 zone.
Turnover for Doherty results in a push by Hunter Wright. That was kind of called from a long ways away from that referee.
Yeah, that looked, I thought she olayed it, but apparently,
yeah, a little bit.
Apparently the ref saw it different.
So now Campbell's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Moraski and Pohar ready to check back in for the Eagles after the first free throw. First free throw is good by Campbell. Second free throw is good by Campbell. 6 points for her now in the ballgame, the second leading scorer for the Wolves. Weber finds Pohar.
It is a 3-2 press, which is interesting. You still want to try to attack that middle, and IVCC seems to be straying away from it, but it works out for them.
Weber in the corner. Passes out to Pohar. Pohar, cross court to Moraski. She fires for 3. Can't hit. 3 for 6, shooting 50% from beyond the arc is Moraski. Looks like there could have been a travel there, but now it's a steal for the Lady Eagles, another turnover for the Wolves.
Either way, ball don't lie.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. Yep. Rachel Moraski on the wing. Wright's open in the corner.
And one of the best ways to beat the zone is just skip passes.
Good baseline drive by Wright, but Luchetto's shot was blocked. And that's staying with the Eagles.
Yeah, good drive and dump off too. But just unfortunately got a hand on it, couldn't convert.
Moraski to inbound the ball, looking for somebody, finds Weber. Moraski takes a few dribbles, pulls up for 2. That's short, rebounded by Luchetto. Luchetto's fouled, and 1.
Just a good job by Luchetto to get position and then the strength to put it back up after the foul and finish.
The freshman out of Hall High School, Spring Valley, Illinois, Jenna Luchetto heads to the line looking to make this an 8-point ball game. Luchetto's shot is no good. It remains a 9-point game, and Moraski is going to pick up the foul.
It's just good hustle, but she got her hand caught in the cookie jar and gets the foul on her.
28-19, 7.5 to go until halftime. Just a reminder, Mason and I will be bringing you game 2 of this doubleheader. The men's team will be taking on the men's team of Joliet, so make sure you stick around for that. Good inside look now, off the hands of, Weber. So that's going to stay with the Wolves.
Good defense by the Eagles to get a hand on that low post entry.
Gloria choked, lost that one out of bounds. Two-point shot by Harris. That time no good. She banked in one earlier. And we're going to have I think it was a push in the back or a blocker and over the back, something like that. Whatever it was, it's going the Eagles' way now. 2 fouls apiece in the quarter for both teams.
Just a good job by the Eagles. You saw like a ton of black uniforms, almost like all 5 go down for a rebound, just good boxing out. They were able to draw a foul.
Boar's pass was tipped. Moraski picked it up, and she's on the ground again. I think if we had a statistic for time spent on the floor, Rachel Moraski would probably be leading that one by now. She's just about everywhere so far.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. Her hustle is fantastic, and
doesn't always go her way.
Yeah,
but, at least the hustle's there.
Probably a lot of floor burns.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. And she already came into this one kind of banged up a little bit after. Looks like she twisted her ankle last game, and there are some rumors that she may not play today. But nice to see her suit up. There's a 3-point field goal, good for the first time all game. Madison Harris.
Yeah, just a great job by Harris recognizing Moraski wasn't closing out super hard, so she sees that space and takes the jump shot. she came over to double, but she got underneath Quincy as Quincy was executing that jump pass to open Julia Pohar. Kind of wish they didn't call that because Pohar did have a great look at a right wing three.
31-19. It's a 12-point ball game as Pohar inbounds it to Weber. Julia passes to Hunter Wright. Wright up top. Moraski for three. It's good.
Moraski continues her hot shooting, but skip pass is a great way to be a zone. And IVCC, who didn't do it Tuesday, doing it now, and something good.
Making the three-point jump shot is always going to make a team look better. 31-22, 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Maddie Harris fires up one way long, rebounded by Moraski. Moraski almost looks like Ellie Herman Jr. from last year. And she had that one tipped away from behind by Campbell. Going to stay with the Eagles.
You just kind of want some communication on that, letting them know that someone's coming behind them. Nobody said anything to Moraski, and the ball got tipped out. Luckily, it's still IVCC ball.
Leading scorer for the Wolves, Deisha Brefford, is back in the ball game. She's got 13 here so far as Moraski is down in the corner. We're not going to let her get off an easy shot anymore tonight. Thought about the shot, instead drives into the lane, drew some contact, didn't get a foul called, tried to get her own rebound, but unfortunately it was corralled by choked.
She did a great job attacking off the catch, and she had a good look, just couldn't convert.
Three-pointer no good by the Wolves. Rebound tapped around, eventually corralled and put in by Mia Harris.
Yeah, good job by Quincy at boxing out. She's just trying to keep off choke, trying to keep control of the ball, and I don't remember who you said scored that, but they got
Nia Harris.
That's Nia Harris. Easy rebound and score.
Pohar in the corner all the way across court to Hunter Wright. She fires for three. Off the mark. Pohar goes up, gets a strong offensive board, but then is blocked by Nia Harris. The height advantage came in handy there, and here comes Brefford. Brefford against Wright. Puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Hunter Wright.
Yeah, great job by Wright to get back and contest that shot.
Pohar takes it right into the lane, puts it up, and in for two. Fifth point there for Julia Pohar.
Good long extended step to the right, gets her some room and a good finish.
We mentioned last year against Joliet, Julia Pohar averaged 19 points per game. She's got 5 here tonight. Nia Harris pulls up for two. Short. Rebounded by Moraski.
That was a good contest, and that was a good look. Ooh.
Pohar fires for three. Long. Rebounded by Wright. Wright. Tried to squeeze it to Weber. Passes a little bit off. Now Pohar fires again for three. She got it this time.
That handoff served as like a little bit of a screen and gave Pohar all the room she needed for that three.
Two-possession game now, 33-27. Pohar with 8. There's a nice steal there by Hunter Wright. Pohar off to the races once again, looks behind her, and finishes the layup. Double digits now for Julia Pohar in the first half, and that's going to force Coach Sean Sanderson to call a timeout. 33-29, 4 minutes to go before halftime. Be back in 30 seconds. (33-29), 4 minutes to go after a nice little run by, well, Julia Pohar.
Yeah, great ball movement. Pohar with a couple of fast break buckets and the three, and we're right back into this ball game.
8 straight points for Julia Pohar. A layup, a three, and another fast break layup. Another steal by Julia Pohar. Here she comes again. And she finishes that layup. It's a 2-point ball game now. Here comes Julia Pohar and the Eagles.
Yeah, good hands and great read of that pass, and she was able to pick that off.
She hit the ground there. Looks like she might have rolled her ankle. She's on the ground right now. And that's not a good sign. She's limping.
You might want to take a foul there just to get her off the court. She's not moving well.
Well, she's still attacking. She did foul. And now they're going to hopefully get an injury substitute for Pohar. Might be telling Attack now that she's okay. And it doesn't look like. Yeah, Pohar's going to hobble off the court there. That's something we're definitely going to have to monitor. She scored the last 10 points for the Eagles.
So, that's a big loss, especially because that her last 10. Really put us right back in this game.
Looked like she kind of just stepped on somebody, and it's a twisted ankle, but there you go. As soon as she comes out of the game, there's a 2-point basket, an easy 2-point basket for Brefford.
Well, that was a good pass fake here, right leaning, and then as she was leaning, the backdoor cut, easy layup.
35-31 now. It's a 4-point ball game. They're going to have to keep this within a couple possessions as we head into halftime. Hopefully the extra little break at halftime will help Boar get back on the court. Moraski dribbles to her right, puts up a shot, wild shot off the mark. As Harris was straight up, they're not going to get a foul there, or a foul call there.
Yeah, the spacing seemed weird as Moraski was running into her shadow the whole time.
3-point basket is good by, I believe, Amber Watson.
And then just a good job by Joliet to find Amber Watson in the corner for an easy corner 3.
The 7th Wolf to score tonight is Amber Watson. She's got 3. Good inside look from right to Berea, who just checked in the ball game for Pohar. Moraski pulls for 3. It's good. 3 more for Rachel Moraski. Mason, that's 15 points all on threes.
Hey, keep firing. She's feeling it tonight.
Brefford brings it back, trailing by, or actually leading by 4, I should say. Villaleo. Brefford. Now there's another 3 launched. That one was no good. Bank not open this time.
Yeah, it looked like a miscommunication and on rotation, and that was a wide open 3, but luckily he just couldn't get it to fall.
Right, spins in the lane, puts up a 2. That one was short. Saved by Luchetto, but right into the hands of Watson.
I think Right may have thought she traveled there, and she kind of seemed to go a little slower as she got open, look for the jump shot, and was short.
2 minutes to go here before halftime. Another 3 launched by Watson. This one is good again.
Yeah, just don't know if they're miscommunicating on when it comes to rotations or what, but Watson with another open triple and makes the Eagles pay.
Trainer looks like he's tending to that left ankle of Julia Pohar. Right into the lane, lays it up for an easy 2-point basket.
Just a simple horn set where she's got screens on both sides and she gets to choose in. Julia did not do a good job of defending that, and right,
No help defense down low, that's for sure. Brefford to Villaleo, pulls for 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Moraski. Moraski's got a lot of rebounds tonight.
Yeah, which the stats man was keeping
unofficially a lot of rebounds. Right, to her left, kicks it out to Moraski. Moraski, now she's in the lane, pulls up for 2. Her first 2-pointer of the game. She's got 17 points tonight, does Rachel Moraski.
Well, they're going to run her off that 3-point line. So great job attacking off the catch and making them pay.
Brefford walked into a 3-point shot there.
Yeah, you just really can't have that happen. You got to be back ready on defense, as the Eagles were not, and Bradford making them pay.
18 points for Deisha Brefford in this ball game. Hunter Wright, guarded by Watson. Wright had that one poked away from behind her. It's going to stay with the Eagles.
That good drive as she basically got past Watson, but Watson with some quick hands pokes it away from behind and saves an easy 2 points because there was nobody on the help side.
Yeah. Harris, Villaleo, and Brefford all going to take a seat. And Maddie Doherty heads to the scorer's table ready to check in. Easy pass, easy layup from Moraski to Weber. Weber's first points of the ball game, surprisingly.
Yeah, well, great back screen frees her up for an easy layup. She had time. They missed her for the first second, too.
There's a cutting Edwards laid in for 2.
See, Moraski's got to see that. They got to talk on defense to let her know to bump down and just miscommunication.
46-40 Eagles could really use a score here. And they get one from the freshman Jenna Luchetto.
Great read by Quincy, realizing the defender brings up on her, and good pass.
Campbell's shot is off the mark, and that is how the first half comes to an end. 46-42. Good showing in the second quarter by the Lady Eagles as they outscored the Wolves by a little bit here. I wasn't exactly sure what the exact total is, but we're going to head to the halftime. Mason and I will be back with about 3 minutes to go before we resume action during our halftime show, so make sure you stick around for that as Lady Eagles once again trail by 4, 46-42 at the half. 6, 12 points at the half also. Those are the two leading scorers for the Eagles. Deisha Brefford leading the way for the Wolves with 18. Mason, what did you see so far in the first half?
In the second quarter especially, I loved how well the Eagles moved the ball. They're getting good looks. They're fighting really well on the offensive boards. They just need to clean it a little bit in terms of defensive rebounding. But, you know, I like the direction they're going, so I think they're going to turn this game around and take a lead.
See if Mr. Brett Gustafson has any turnover reports for us at the end of the first half.
Mr. Brett Gustafson, what are we looking at for turnovers?
Do we have a battle of the turnovers total?
13-5.
Actually, why don't we give Mr. Brett Gustafson a little bit of a microphone? Oh, he doesn't want to be on the microphone? Why don't you just give us a little bit of an update?
Come on, Brett.
All you got to say is
go ahead.
13-5.
Reed, go ahead. You got to say anything to say?
No, he's got nothing for us,
You got
huh?
nothing to say? They're a little
Nothing.
They're a little
Okay,
shy.
they're camera shy. That's okay.
No, it's on. It's on.
They can't
Do you
all be
want-
like
you wanna
us.
talk? No?
No, that's okay.
They do
Whatever.
not want that microphone.
They don't want the microphone. That's okay. 13-5, the turnover battle, and so far that's been kind of the story of the game as the Lady Eagles trail by 4. Let's see, we got 5 different scores for the Lady Eagles. 4 for Luchetto. Moraski with 17. Wright, she's got 7. Quincy Weber having kind of a down game compared to the last 2 that we got to call. She's only got 2. And then, of course, Julia Pohar with 12. On my way to the concession stand, I talked with Julia Pohar's mother. She said that she saw Julia kind of walking it off, so it looks like she's going to give it a go here in the second half.
Oh, that's good for IVCC. She did go on a little mini 10-point run that put IVCC right back into the game. So she's quite important to this team, of course, 21 points per game, so definitely needed.
As you can see, she was the last one out there, still putting up a couple warm-up shots. Hopefully we get to see her start the second half. 46-42, Lady Eagles trailing right now to Joliet. Let's see, 4-0 the Joliet Wolves are this year, so this would be their first loss, and obviously Lady Eagles are 3-2 this year. Last year, we talked about it, the Lady Eagles went 2-0 against these Joliet Wolves. Julia Pohar averaged 19 points per game, so that was nice to see. Kiana Campbell and Deisha Brefford, both returning sophomores, along with Destiny Villaleo, all averaged double digits in the games last year as well. So, starting for the Lady Eagles, it'll be Murphy, Moraski, Weber, Wright, and Julia Pohar. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we're glad to see her back. Ankle injuries, any injury whatsoever is just
Absolutely.
scary, so we're happy to see her out there and playing.
Nice to see Moraski out there, too, as she's kind of been a little bit hobbled in this game, but scoring-wise, not so much.
Yeah.
So we're underway here. Deisha Brefford has the ball at the top of the key. $18 points for Deisha Brefford in the game so far as the Wolves missed a shot there. Hunter Wright brings it back, looking to make this a one-possession game. However, it's tipped away and out of bounds by Kiana Campbell. Sorry, Kiana Campbell.
That shot selection was not the best. She had 2 defenders on her and bricked it. So not a good way to start out the second half.
Moraski inbounds to Pohar. A little bit high, but she corralled it. Seems to be moving okay on that ankle so far. She gets right into the lane, puts it up for 2 off the mark. Tracks down her own rebound. Moraski thought about the 3, but traveled before she was fouled, unfortunately. Although there was definitely some contact. Unfortunately, it didn't really matter, though, if she traveled beforehand.
Yeah, well, she had a good idea. She went to attack off the dribble, just took a little extra step, trying to gather herself, and they caught her on that one. So
Brefford with it. Waits for the offense to set up a 2-3 zone. It looks like, or maybe, I don't know, a 3-1-1. This is kind of hard to read here from the Eagles so far, but it looks like, I guess it is kind of a 2-3 zone. Brefford for 2. That's good. The floater is good. She's got now 20 points in the ball game.
Yeah, just good job at attacking the seam and getting a good look. So great job by Brefford.
She makes it a 6-point ball game, 48-42 as we tick under 9 minutes to go in the third. Pohar gets the screen from Murphy. Now Pohar gets it inside to Murphy, and Murphy's fouled on the layup attempt. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Looking for her first points of the ball game, actually. Murphy's free throw is good. Nice to see her get on the scoreboard. Nice to see a free throw go down the well as well. One for one at the line. Moraski got in there for the offensive board, and it looks like her good hustle paid off as that one was off of Nia Harris.
Yeah, she squeezed in there, was able to rise up and, not corral it, but keep the ball in the Eagles' hands.
Muraski finds Pohar on the inbound. She gives it right back to Muraski. It's tipped away. Weber collects it. Muraski into the lane. Pulls up for two. Rolls around, no good. Murphy with the rebound, but it was tipped away. Here comes Kiana Campbell. Nice crossover there.
Just a good job by the Eagles to get back in transition.
Wide open three for Amber Watson. Can't leave her open.
Yeah, she's made him pay. And, again, skip pass is a great way to beat a zone. And great execution there gets Watson. A great wing three on the left wing.
Exhibit A for Amber Watson. She's got 9 points now, the sophomore out of Bolingbrook. 51-43 as Murphy turns around. Shoots it off the mark, rebounded by Brefford.
Just weird spacing as Quincy curled that pin down forward that brought her right back into Cassidy Murphy. So
good defense by Murphy on the other end, though. And Hunter gives it up to Pohar. Pohar looking to add 2 more, and she does.
She's enjoying those fast break points, and she's been leaking out and doing a great job of it. And just adds 2 more points to her stat sheet.
14 points for her now in the game as it's Campbell inside to Harris. Harris fakes one way, now is stuck. Finds Campbell. Campbell lays up an awkward-looking 2, but it goes in.
Lowered that shoulder, get by Murphy. Just a great job. The Eagles, however, can't be ball watching. Hunter was looking at the post the whole time, and got to see man and ball.
Right into the lane. Kicks it out to Pohar for 3. Shots off. Rebound eventually corralled by Pohar. There we go. Pohar gets a screen from Murphy, puts up the 2,
Ooh.
just off the rim. Rebounded by Choate.
2 good looks for Pohar, just couldn't finish it off. Just a tough break.
Another open 3-point attempt for Watson. It's off the mark. Good defensive board by Muraski as Campbell is going to pick up a foul.
Yeah, you definitely have to box out against this team. Offensive rebounds been kind of a killer to the IVCC Lady Eagles defense, but so far doing a decent job in this game.
Back in that up-tempo press, the Wolves are, and they force another turnover.
Quincy just tried to force that one.
And there's another turnover. Julia Pohar comes back with it the other way, lays it up, and off the mark. The fast break layup is no good. Campbell up to Brefford. Brefford down low. Good passing, but unfortunately right off the hands of Gloria Choate. Pohar corrals it once again. She looks ahead. Good pass. Oh, just not quite out of the reach, though, of Lemons.
It's getting a little sloppy here.
Lemons fires for 3. That's off the mark. And a lot of walking on the court right now, it seems like. Looks like we're in slow motion.
Yeah, the Eagles should have pushed that. They had a couple Wolves walking. You pushed that, you could have got like a 5-on-3 break right there, but not taking advantage of that one.
Muraski fires for 3. Can she stay hot? She can. 3 more. 20 points now in the ball game for Rachel Muraski. Sean Sanderson is not too thrilled about that one, I don't think. I think he's going to get a timeout. So it's a 5-point game, 53-48, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Head coach Patak.
(53-48) as both teams head out of their timeout. Lady Eagles trail by 5. This would be a huge home victory here, get them back over 500 as they're 2-2 coming into this game. Or sorry, 3-2. So it'd be nice to get a little bit of padding so they don't fall to 500.
Yeah, well, it puts the home record at 500 as they're 1-2 at home. So a little bit of the home jitters, I guess.
Absolutely. Ball is swung around nicely by the Wolves. It's in Villaleo's hand. There's a 2-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Murphy. And the Eagles are off and running again. Pohar, full steam ahead. Spins, throws up a wild shot. Got it. And the foul. There's good and you're lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Right. Yeah, she spun into the defender on that. The defender guessed right on that spin move, but Pohar able to finish through the contact and gets the end one opportunity.
16 points for Pohar. Murphy can't get the offensive board to fall. She's on the ground with it now. Villaleo comes away with it. And somebody is going to pick up a foul. We're going to be going towards the Eagles. Moraski picks up another foul.
Yeah, it's good hustle, but sometimes hustle does not reward you in more ways than one, and she picks up her third foul and her second from just, fantastic hustle.
Cross-court pass, it's Harris with it. She fires for three. Shot is long. Rebound tapped around, eventually corralled by Quincy Weber. She almost stepped out of bounds. Overhand pass to Pohar.
Oh.
And she can't quite hang on to it. Another jump ball coming, and this one is going to go to the Eagles.
Hey. Yeah, that was a great outlet pass. A little short, but still a great outlet pass. And if Pohar could have corralled that nicely, we're looking at, a good chance at a layup on a one-on-one fast break attempt.
Moraski picked up her third foul, so she's going to head to the bench now to prevent picking up a fourth.
And we have something the refs are talking about.
We have conversation amongst the Zebras. Too bad we can't get too close. We can't even see their mouths moving. That'd be nice, wouldn't it be? Yeah, it'd be
get them mic'd up.
Trying.
Let's get them mic'd up.
Yeah, we need them mic'd up. That's what we need.
Gary, if you're listening, which I assume you are, is there any way we can at least get the
some
Zebras
officials' microphones? That'd be nice. See what in the world they're talking about. See what Pat Whalen has to say. Hopefully he'll let us know.
They didn't say anything to him.
Haven't said anything yet. Just a lot of standing around.
Everybody's looking at everybody. And some more conversation. We could definitely use some.
I mean, it's obviously a jump ball, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's the question. I think they're discussing who has the jump ball.
Well, did we get the ball at half?
No, I'm 100% sure that the Wolves got it at half.
I thought they did too.
Yeah. Reed just confirmed it. Thank you, Reed.
Yep. So looks like here we go, back in action here. Hopefully.
We appreciate you too, Brett.
Yeah, we get a couple of confirmations, and here we go. Lady Eagles trail by 3, 5:15 to go, and Pohar inbounds it to Murphy, who gives it back to Pohar, who dribbles it around behind the back, takes it inside, puts up a 2. Looks like there's some contact there. No whistles blown, however. Here comes Lemons. Lemons up ahead to Villaleo. She pulls up for 2. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Weber. Good strong rebound by Weber, and she's fouled.
Yeah, good boxing out by Quincy and good rip through to get the ball through the initial trap, and she picks up she gets a Wolf foul.
Looks like there's going to be some channeling, I should say, of Julia Pohar by number 2, Jada Neal.
Looks like they're going to a man-to-man press.
Looks like it, yeah. Coach Tompatak was not ready for it, and that ball was thrown out of bounds by Wright, just out of the reach of Quincy Weber. We're ready for that man-to-man press.
Yeah, you got to call a timeout there if you're getting like that. You don't want to just don't let possession go to waste.
I'm sure they've worked on a man-to-man press breaker in practice, but they didn't recognize it in time, I don't think.
No.
Lemons hands off to Neal. Neal to Villaleo. That ball's tipped away. Pohar gets it. Here comes Julia Pohar. Up and in. 2 more for Julia Pohar. 18 in the game for Miss Julia Pohar. This is that scoring spurt that we've been waiting to see all year. That's a travel before the shot was off. Oh, that looked like a travel well before there was any contact. Yep, we got to travel first. Thank you. Yeah, the baseline referee called the travel well before the guy behind the play could call anything. So good to see that. Another turnover for the Wolves. It's a 1-point ball game now. 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go, and they're back in that man-to-man press.
Yeah, look at Murphy. Yeah, she's wide open. Oh, you can't be having little mistakes like that.
Could have a timeline issue as Quincy Weber gets it across with plenty of time, but that one is tipped away, stolen by Campbell.
Yeah, Quincy's got to recognize that the help one pass away and kick it out to the corner.
Brefford for three. That shot is short. Rebound put up and no good. That time by Talia Edwards.
Oh.
And Hunter Wright had that one thrown away.
You got to hold the ball there. I know you're looking to be aggressive, but they were back, and you just can't have that.
That one well off by Villaleo. Rebounded, however, by Lemons and in.
You know, turnovers will do that. They don't just give up open shots, but they lead you in mismatches and just in bad position. And Quincy, focusing on the turnover, was not able to box out her person and gives up the
lots of contact there, but nothing was called. She hit the ground hard on that one.
What?
Well, the referee says he didn't see body, and Coach Tom Patek had to laugh at that one.
Okay.
But the Eagles retain possession. Weber pulls up for two. Bank shot no good. Tipped around. Wow. And there's another lucky play right off the hands of Thomason. Thomason now has it down low. Fake the pass, fake up, and good for two. Two more for Lauren Thomason.
Great job by LT. First of all, keep that ball alive. Gives the Eagles another possession, then a good attack off the catch and an easy layup.
She makes it a one-point ball game once again. There's a pass inside, down low, and scored. Two more for Lemons.
That was the issue IVCC Eagles were having in the Tuesday game is once they got the ball to the middle defender came up, and the two wing defender, block defenders have to pinch.
Pohar corrals it. Guarded by Brefford. Brefford kind of got a little bit of a half screen from Quincy Weber. And now Thomason and Murphy up to set the horn screens. Pohar, she fires for three. That shot's off the mark. Not a wise shot there from Pohar. She was going for the tie.
Yeah, she forced it a little bit.
Brefford inside. And she made more noise than I think there was contact, which resulted in a foul call.
Yes.
57-54, 2 minutes and 42 seconds here in the third quarter.
Back to that Pohar shot. Yeah, she forced it a little bit. There were 17 seconds on the clock. I understand Brefford was doing a great job of getting around the screens, but kind of want to take your time. 3-point game, you have plenty of time, so it's only the third quarter with 2:42 left, so you got plenty of time to get back into this game and take the lead in this game.
Brefford knocked down her 21st point of the ball game, looking to make it another 5-point lead once again as Jenna Luchetto comes in for Cassidy Murphy. Brefford's second free throw is up and good. They allow the inbound pass to the post, and then they just kind of do a little bit of channel defense for the rest of the way once they get it to a guard.
Just just making it a little harder on them, especially just capitalizing on turnovers, on unforced turnovers.
Looks like there could have been some contact there as well. Nothing was called, however. Villaleo throws up a wild shot. No good. Lemons for two more. It's good.
That's a good job by Pohar to get back and get a handle on that ball, but she's got to have some help along the way. IVCC the past two possessions were forcing it, so it's ballooned to a 7-point game, and you definitely need to put a Band-Aid on it here. Get a good shot.
Pohar's pass was tipped away, intended for Thomason, and here come the Wolves. Villaleo in for two. Oh, and they called a late foul call. I think that's one of those where if she would have finished the layup, they weren't going to call a foul, but since she missed it, they're going to get her with that one.
If you remember, our Y-League ref, Derek.
Yeah.
In his words, there is never a late whistle.
Yes.
Never a late whistle.
That one seemed a little bit late, though. By comparison, we could say. Villaleo missed it. What do they say, Mason? Ball don't lie.
Oh, ball does not lie, in the great words of Rasheed Wallace.
Moraski's going to come in for Lauren Thomason now. Hopefully she can continue that start that she's had. 20 points in the game for Moraski.
Yeah, just keep the ball movement going. She's gotten great looks off the ball movement and movement of the offense. So, they just keep doing what they're doing. They should get a good look.
One more point to add to the point total of Destiny Villaleo, who's got 6 in the ball game. One of those players that we highlighted in the beginning about her possible bench scoring. Right into the lane. Lots of contact once again, but the ball is picked up by Weber. Moraski Inside to Pohar.
Ooh.
And she was kind of blindsided there. Had the ball taken away. Brefford ahead to Villaleo. Villaleo adds 2 more.
Yeah, Joliet just doing a great job of capitalizing off mistakes. Pohar there curled into, I think it was Luchetto, as she was on the block, so that just brought her defender over to get a hand on that. You just got to put a Band-Aid on here.
Pohar needed that one, makes it a 7-point game now with a minute to go in the third, 64-57. 3 more to add to Pohar. She breaks the 20 mark. She's got 21.
Yeah, good pin down, gets Pohar a great look. And fantastic.
There's a foul called on Quincy Weber.
Fantastic high-low look, gets a foul.
I believe that is Talia Edwards headed to the line.
Yeah, I couldn't see the number.
It's number 11. That's the difficult part. We can pretty much recognize the faces of IVCC, but when they're going the other way, you can see the numbers on the back of their jerseys. Now, not so much.
Right.
Edwards misses the first free throw.
Yeah, IVCC just needs to slow things down a little bit. They've been forcing the last couple possessions. They did get a good look for Pohar, so hopefully that turns things around.
8-point lead the Wolves had. Julia Pohar right into the lane and lost that one out of bounds. The men's team over in the corner over there is begging for a foul because there's been about 3 straight possessions now where there's been at least a little bit of contact and no fouls have been called. Speaking of that men's team, they're up next. They're going to be following this one. Mason and I will have the call for you. Keep it locked on the Ivy Leader Twitter page. Mason and I's personal Twitter pages as well for your chance to view that one. Or just go to YouTube. Pohar fires a long-range 2. Rebounded by Moraski. Good rebound for her, but it had it taken away. No, she came up with it and got it, and the foul. Rachel Moraski, the freshman out of Kewanee. 2 more, possible 1 more. My goodness, Rachel Moraski, have yourself a game.
Yeah, well, she's been everywhere. Her hustle has been rewarded in more ways than one. And great hustle there. Gets her the rebound and the and one.
22 points for Moraski. Make that 23 as she makes it a 5-point ball game. 36 seconds to go in the third quarter. Eagles down but not out. Harris out to Brefford. Inside now to Harris. Harris puts it up for 2, and that shot is good.
I thought she settled there, but he's able to knock down the mid-range free throw line jumper.
Yeah. Pohar backs it out, looking like they're going to hold for the last shot here.
You want to go with 10 seconds, so.
21 for Pohar, 23 for Moraski. Inside to Moraski, puts up the shot, no good, had a bad angle on it, put it back up, and good once again, and the foul. 2 more for Rachel Moraski, having the game of her IVCC career, 25 points, 4.5 seconds to go.
Wow. She rushed the first one, but she made up for it. Getting back up there, second chance effort, and another and one. Looking at 26 if she makes this. Knock on some wood.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed. If she doesn't make it, we're going to have to blame you, Mason.
Yeah, it's all right. We blamed you last week,
That's
so maybe
true.
it's my turn.
There she goes. She knocks it down, 26 for the freshman out of Kewanee. Could really use a defensive stop here. We hope that doesn't go in, and it does not. So we are going to go into the fourth quarter. We got a good one on our hands, folks. 67-63. We head into the fourth. IVCC looking to bring this one home. We are back for fourth quarter action here, 67-63. Fourth quarter just about underway. So far, the story of the game has been Miss Rachel Moraski out of Kewanee.
Oh, she's been fantastic in the rebounding category and in scoring. She's got 26 right now. A plethora of rebounds, offensive and defensive. She's just been great overall.
6 threes, had a very hot start. Now kind of doing some work in the paint with a couple back-to-back and ones she converted on. There's a three-pointer, no good. Moraski in there for the rebound, tapped away, and Pohar was hit by Edwards, and the Eagles going to take the ball now.
You want to hear the turnover battle?
Go ahead, hit me with it.
20 turnovers for the Eagles to 8 for Joliet.
Boy.
So
lucky to be within 4 right
now.
now.
Definitely lucky to be within 4.
4 across press breaker for Mr. Tom Patak, and they get the ball in easily. Pohar brings the ball over the timeline. Pohar thought about the three-point shot, didn't have enough room though. Kicks it to Moraski.
Yeah, the spacing seems a little bit off, and their communication seems to be a little bit off.
Moraski's shot was blocked there. Now it's a wide open 2-point opportunity for Edwards, and she makes it.
Yeah, good defense leads to, just easy transition offense, and Edwards takes advantage of it with the easy layup.
Moraski, she's wide open for 3. Oh, couldn't quite get the bank to fall. But that one looked like it could have been off Lemons. However, the ref's going to call it off Thomason. And another one-and-done opportunity for the Eagles, 69-63. Trailing by 6 now.
Yeah, great look. It was just great look. I can't believe they left her open from the corner, but Moraski just couldn't make her pay on that one.
Good communication there from the Lady Eagles on this 2-3 zone, which is always key. Brefford traveled before she put the ball on the ground. That's going to be another turnover charge to the Wolves. 69-63. Lady Eagles really want to get this one to a one-possession game right here. A three-pointer would be huge, Mason.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, the way that Moraski and Pohar have been shooting, you're going to want to run a play, either have them set a back screen or get them coming off a pin down or any type of screen off ball, get them a good look.
Absolutely. 21 for Pohar, 26 for Moraski. Those are the two hot hands for the Lady Eagles. Weber throws up a wild reverse layup. No good. Thomason with the hustle. Offensive rebound. She's fouled. She'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, just great hustle by LT to get in position to even get a chance at that board and just go into the line for 2 free throws.
These teams are no strangers to close games. Last year, 82-78 was the final score to their second game that they played. Lady Eagles won by 15 in the first one. Only a 4-point game was the second one. So they're used to seeing each other in a close game down the stretch.
Yeah, we've had a good one so far. Of course, turnovers right now for the Eagles are just a killer right at the moment. But, they're lucky to be within, 6? And so
Thomason looking to make it 5, however, and she does. Missed the first, got the second. 3 points for Lauren Thomason. Maddie Harris on the wing, kicks it to Campbell, back to Harris. Brefford now, guarded by Pohar. Back to Campbell. Campbell open for 3. She takes it, and she makes it. Double digits now for Kiana Campbell. She's got 11.
2-3 will give up, threes. That's kind of what the defense is designed for. Good rotation and good ball rotation beats good defense every time.
72-64. It's an 8-point ball game. Weber turns, fires for 2 off the mark. Rebound fought for. Luchetto ends up with it. Kicks it back out to Pohar. Pohar drives into the lane, puts up a wild 2-point shot. Not the best shot selection there. And Brefford gets the rebound and comes back in a hurry.
Lady Eagles are kind of forcing it right now. They just kind of need to slow it down and let them get a good shot.
They know they have to score, but they just can't do it. Down by 8, 7.5 to play. Risky pass there by Brefford. Corralled. Now Campbell puts it up for 2. Moraski. And they're going to have a jump ball. This one, I think, is going to go to the Eagles. That it is. Destiny Bilaleo coming in for Maddie Harris. Hunter Wright in the game for Jenna Luchetto. So kind of some small ball being played now from Coach Tom Patak, which may not be the best idea, but you got to put offense on the floor. And that's exactly what you have with Pohar, Moraski, Hunter Wright, Quincy Weber, and Lauren Thomason.
You got 4 ball handlers on there, 3 3-point shooters. So you have yourself some options. You can have Pohar and Moraski come off screens while Wright takes care of the ball handling responsibilities. I like the idea. Just worried a little bit about
Rebounding.
rebounding.
Yeah, rebounding is going to be huge down the stretch, and without Murphy and Luchetto in there, it might be a little bit tough. But Coach Tom Patak, he's going to get a timeout now, 72-64, 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go here in our ball game. We're back, 72-64. Lady Eagles trail by 8 against the Wolves of Joliet.
We can split the difference, call it 22.
Yeah, something like that. Low 20s for Deisha Brefford, the leading scorer for the Wolves. Unofficially low 20s.
Shout out to you, Aaron Pelican. Hope you're having fun in class.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's having a time of his life. Right on the wing. Passes to Muraski. She's got 26 in the ball game. Can't take a shot from there, though. Long pass. Ooh, could there have been a foul? Oh, it was tipped. That ball was tipped. Wow, I didn't see the tip.
Yeah, I didn't see the tip either.
Yeah. We're all the way up here, and none of us up in the booth saw a tip, but I guess they're going to call one. Bohar's going to inbound the ball. Sanderson, coach of Joliet, seems to be a little confused as well. And ball don't lie. Looks like Campbell's going to take the ball. Villaleo traveled before she put the ball on the ground. Another turnover for the Wolves.
And you've been seeing that all season. It's just you want to attack off the catch, but the refs keeping a close eye on it.
You got to put the ball on the ground first. Under 7 minutes to play. Eagles have some catching up to do. 72-64 as Pohar walks the ball over the timeline. Pohar down low to Thomason. She jumps, corrals it, out to Weber. Weber for two. She got it. Two more. Add it to Quincy Weber's total. She's got 4 in the ball game. Once again, she was over 20, I think, on Tuesday.
She was.
Not the same story tonight.
Yeah, she's been less aggressive, and some of the shots she has been taking, they've been forced, so it's just not as good shot selection for her.
Brefford for 3. Can't give her that one. Thank goodness she missed it. And as she was trying to get that ball back, she tipped it out of bounds. And the Eagles are going to take possession once again. They keep chipping, they keep chipping, they keep chipping, and they get to about 3 or 4, and then they lose it. Goes back to 6 or 7.
Yeah, you just got to find a way to keep it close and then finally get over the hump. So
string some strong offensive possessions together, hopefully rebound the ball as well. Still no posts in the ball game. Murphy and Luchetto are both on the bench. Pohar fires for 3 now. Needed that one, didn't get it to go. Muraski in there to rebound, can't quite get it. Got another jump ball this time though. Gonna go to the Wolves. Oh, we might have a foul here instead. Oh, nope.
Oh,
nope. We're going to agree on a jump ball. That's good. They looked at each other. They gave the
Two
nod of
thumbs up.
approval.
Two thumbs up.
Thumbs up. We're getting a jump ball out of this one. At least they agreed on something.
Yeah, just good job by LT to draw in the defenders and get Julie a good look at 3. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Keep it tuned right here on the Ivy Leader YouTube page as Isaiah Tubbs and Kamante Johnson look to follow up their huge games on Tuesday night. 30 and 38 points respectively. They're going to take on the Joliet men's team after this. Three-point basket is good by Campbell, and that one hurts.
Yeah, great skip pass, and Campbell gets a wide open 3, and it's just, yeah, that one really does hurt.
Campbell with 14, Brefford in the low 20s somewhere unofficially. Pohar couldn't get that one to fall either. Rebound corralled by Campbell.
Just a good give-and-go pass. Gets Pohar a great 3, but she just couldn't hit it.
Ooh, Villaleo was almost out of bounds. Coach Tom Patak thought she was, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, looking for IVCC. Didn't hurt him.
Pohar, cross court to Thomason. Thomason puts it up for 2 and good. 2 more come a couple of clutch baskets so far
Yeah,
from Lauren
yeah.
Thomason. As soon as it seems to be going the Wolves' way, Lauren Thomason comes back with 2 of her own.
Yeah, it's just a great job by her to attack off the catch, and she gets the easy 2 off it.
4:44 left in our ball game. Lady Eagles trail 75-68. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Looks like we do have some post presence back in the game now for the Eagles. Cassidy Murphy looking to lock things down down low. Get a couple of rebounds here as we trail by 7 as we approach the 4.5-minute mark. Breffert guarded by Muraski. Harris cross court to Villaleo. Now it's Neal up top with it. Check that, Campbell with it, I should say, and she's fouled as she goes into the lane. It's going to be on the floor. Hunter Wright picks up her 2nd foul, 3rd for the team. First it says up on the board. Villaleo pulls up for an open 2-point jumper. It's long. Rebound fought for, and Thomason controls it. Gets it to Wright. Pohar is taking a breather right now, hopefully a quick breather as they need her offense back in the game, even though kind of in the second half she's cooled off, or I should say in the 4th quarter she's cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, but she's been getting good looks, so you expect a couple of those to start falling at how many good looks she's gotten.
Absolutely. Quick reversal now in the hands of Muraski. Weber takes a hard dribble, puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Murphy. Back up, no good also. Weber out to Wright. Wright thought about the 3, instead passes to Thomason. Thomason shot fake. Into the lane. And foul. Now, Thomason, I've noticed this every single time. She's good with the pass fake and the shot fake as well. Gets right into the lane, and, well, the Wolves defenders have definitely been biting on those fakes all night.
Yeah, and she's just doing a great job. As soon as she catches it, she turns, gives a quick fake, and then gets to the lane. And this time she's getting 2 free throws.
Hopefully we can get this to a 5-point game once again. Thomason lines up for the first one, and it's good. 6 points for Thomason, looking for 7.
Definitely need every point you can get here, so you want both free throws here.
Second one is good, 16. 70-75, under 4 minutes to go here. Julia Pohar heads to the scorer's table. She's ready to check in, and we're looking for a dead ball as soon as possible. That is for sure.
Looks like IVCC went in demand, so they're going to take, Joliet's going to take their time and look to get a good play off.
Thank goodness there's a shot clock. This isn't high school basketball anymore. We got 6 seconds on that shot clock. Backdoor cut intercepted by Hunter Wright.
Hunter Wright read that play beautifully, came over from the weak side and picked that ball off well.
Wright needs to make this a 1-possession game right now, and Quincy Weber looked to be open for a little bit. Now Hunter looking for somebody to get the ball to, and nobody wants it, doesn't seem like.
It looks like an extended 2-3 zone, so it's just interesting how they're going to combat this.
Thomason underneath, and she draws the foul. Wow, she had nowhere to go. Thank goodness the whistle bailed her out on that one. She'll go to line for 2 more.
She's just been getting into the body of the defenders and gets 2 more free throws out of it.
Not only does Thomason go to the line, but we also get Julia Pohar back in the game, hopefully, unless she's coming in for Thomason, which she very well could be. Thomason, the only non-starter out there right now.
The way she's playing, I don't know.
I wouldn't take her out. No, absolutely not. And thank goodness, looks like Pohar is going to get Hunter Wright instead. 8 points for Lauren Thomason, having a very good game as well. Aside from, of course, the scoring from Julia Pohar, Thomason might be the MVP outside of Rachel Muraski. Thomason knocks down the second one. We have a 1-possession ball game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
And she's just been fantastic. Was that 9 points?
9 points, yeah.
And in the 4th quarter, she's been huge. So I would agree with you on that statement.
Points are much bigger in the 4th. Good defense there by Thomason. Oh my goodness, that's a late whistle.
Oh, and they're calling in a shot too.
Oh, boy, I don't know about that.
That looked like a pass.
It seemed like they're going to call it on Thomason again. Thomason looked to be straight up on that one.
Let's look at the delay from the monitor. Hopefully that one.
Yeah, we do have our kind of homemade replay system as Villaleo knocks down the first. Thomason definitely looked to be straight up. She might have got a little bit of body there. Two more good. 10 points for Villaleo.
You know, the contact may have made the ball go more to the middle, but the ball seemed like way too far into the middle for just for a shooting foul.
Pohar does not want to go into that corner. Thankfully, though, she gets it to Thomason, who gets it to Weber.
Yeah, just want to take your time, get a good shot here.
It's Pohar, Thomason, Murphy, Maraski, and Weber on the court for the Eagles. Pohar on the wing, inside to Thomason. Puts it up, no good that time. Rebounded by Edwards. Here comes Brefford.
Yeah, she forced that one, kind of settled for a mid-range jumper, and just could not hit.
Sean Sanderson wants his team to slow it down big time. Campbell guarded by Weber. There's a screen there by Lemons. Lemons has to take a shot now, and she makes a three-point basket, something that we haven't seen from her all night, and something tells me she's not accustomed to shooting three-pointers.
You know, when the clock's low like that, you don't have to think. You get that luxury, so.
Yeah. Got some chatter on the floor. Looks like Tom Patak was awarded a timeout, 80-72 with a minute and 40 seconds to play. Mason will keep it here right here for this one. Hopefully it'll be a quick timeout.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Just a reminder for everyone who's viewing us right now, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell everybody under the sun that we're going to be live once again for the men's game. Coming up next against Joliet. We'll see, hopefully the men's team can come out with a victory. I mean, obviously, you know, this game is not over quite yet.
Yeah.
It's an 8-point game here, but, you know, obviously we're hoping for the best, but we'd like to see, we always like to see Eagles victories.
Oh,
Mason.
yes.
Men
yes.
and women. Both, but it looks like Isaiah Tubbs, when I was talking to him earlier, said that the men's Joliet team is actually ranked for Division III, IVCC Division II team, so definitely not going to be a pushover of a D3 team that, you know, Coach Herman might have been going for on the schedule. Might have thought, you know, let's schedule a D3 team, maybe get a decent victory, but they're a ranked D3 team, so still probably going to have some good competition to watch tonight.
You know what, for this game, you've seen IVCC, the men's team, they can play with the state ranked D2 team.
Oh, absolutely,
so,
yeah. Triton and who is the Lincoln?
Lincoln.
On Tuesday. Pohar inbounds to Thomason. She cannot finish that two-pointer, but she gets the rebound. And there's a lot of contact there. Thompson's going to go to the line once again. Yeah, a workhorse down low so far tonight.
She's just been great. Her energy down low, getting offensive rebounds, and then either finishing it or going to the line has just been fantastic.
Thomason hopefully going to make this a two-possession game now.
You know, with 1:30 left, you're going to try to, you know, get quick possessions on offense, getting every shot you want, and then you need to make free throws. You need to make every free throw you need.
Knocks it down for her 10th point of the ball game now, and most of those coming on free throws, which are huge down the stretch.
No, it stops the clock, so it's you know, it's your friend, especially
absolutely
a 7-point game like this. So
Wright subs in for Cassidy Murphy, who takes a seat at the end of the bench down there. Thompson going for 11, making it a 6-point game. Can she do it? Yes, she can. Brefford is loose, but she pulls it out. If there's one thing about Deisha Brefford outside of her scoring ability, she can dribble the ball. That is for sure. Villaleo has an open opportunity for two. She's fouled, and she converted the shot as well. Not what you wanted there.
Yeah, a lot of multiple Eagles going at one defender, and leaves the weak side wide open for an easy duck in and one layup.
Villaleo to the line now, could make it a 9-point ball game. And she does. 3 more to add to her total. She's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Weber trying to get it across. Gets it across to Thomason. Thomason gets it to Wright. Wright back inside to Thomason. Can she add 2 more? She cannot. And now here comes Kiana Campbell. Campbell. Campbell puts up the left-handed layup. Up and good. 16 for Campbell in this ball game. And as we, let's see, tick under 45 seconds to go. It's an 11-point game. Eagles looking to get a couple more shots off here. Hunter Wright, her shot's no good. That one was tipped out of bounds. We're going to stay with the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, this just tough shots, 4 shots, and with an 11-point game with about 36 seconds left, you're going to need really quick buckets and a lot of steals.
Unfortunately, it looks like the Lady Eagles are going to drop this one, dropping their home record to 1-3, and they're going to be 3-3 overall. Not an ideal start, especially with the amount of home games that they've had.
Yeah.
They are 2-0 on the road, which is a positive, but unfortunately not looking good so far here at home. 85-74, about 30 seconds left. We'll be right back from this timeout, down by 11. Mason and I were just informed by the stat man, Brett Gustafson, who's joining us in the booth tonight. 21 turnovers for the Lady Eagles in this ball game. Not a stat that you can have if you want to try and pull one out.
Yeah, that's and Joliet only has 10, so that's a 11 turnover margin. You cannot not have that in a close game like this.
Kohar, she's going to pull one for 3. Can't get that one to go either. Rebounded by Brefford, fouled by Muraski. And Muraski showing some sportsmanship there, helping her up before her teammates could get there to help her up. Don't think we're shooting free throws quite yet. And, you know, down by 11 with 30 seconds to go. Do you continue to foul here? I think you're just kind of just putting it off a little bit, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're trying for the steal, and if you're intentionally fouling,
and there almost was the steal. Pohar hit the ground hard once again. She's hit the ground hard a couple of times tonight. Did have that rolled ankle in the first half. Looks like, you know, taped it up pretty well, and she's seems to be walking without a limp, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, that is a very good sign. She's a very important part of this IVCC Eagle team, especially with her scoring.
And Hunter Wright's going to take the foul on Campbell.
Yeah, I don't know if you intentionally foul.
Nah, I think
it's. I mean, it's one thing if you're fouling for like going for the steal and you foul, but an intentional foul with, you know, an 11-point deficit with 27 seconds left is just, yeah, you're kind of putting it off a little bit.
Yeah. Campbell lines up for the free throw. It's good, adding to her point total for this ball game. 17 for her. She surpassed her season average, which I think was, well, actually, no. I think she's averaging 17.5 this year so far. So we'll see if she can keep in line with it with this free throw. Definitely a meaningful one. And she does. Yep. There's 18. So I think she's over her season average. The Wolves bench calling for no fouls. And Pohar is looking to get off a 3. She does. Clanks off the iron once again. Thomason with going for the, yeah, that was definitely a foul. That was for sure a foul. And look what we have here, Mason. Walking into the gymnasium right now. If we can get a pan over in the man in the blue sweatshirt, Steiny, that is Mr. Dallas McLean coming back to watch his team from last year. Dallas McLean, nice to see him. He's coming to watch his old high school teammate, Camonte Johnson. So nice to see Dallas McLean back supporting his former team from last year. He went on to Kishwaukee College. We'll see him later on this year, as I believe IVCC hosts Kishwaukee this year.
Okay.
Another former IVCC Eagle, Troy Johnson, also plays on that team. Brefford knocks down both of her free throws. Looks like she's got 26 in our ball game.
Still pressing, which kind of interests me. I thought
seems seems a little unnecessary. Up by 15. Muraski going to try and get up another 3. That one's long, off the hands of Neal. into the game for the first time tonight is number 15. Who do we have, Mason? Jessica Pelton, the freshman out of Minooka Community High School. 5'10" guard. Actually forward, I guess. Yeah, 5'10". I always forget. 5'10" is actually, not too short. In this
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Get a 5'10" guy in the NBA, it's a little bit of a different story. And we do have another foul as Pohar is going to look to add to her point total. Not a bad scoring night for her. 21 in the game. Muraski obviously leading the charge with 26. Both of them cooled off, though, now down the stretch. It was basically, only Thomason making free throws. That was the only way they were scoring down near the end.
And the big thing was they were just forcing shots, and they weren't getting the same good looks that they got in the first half and even in the third quarter. So
Pohar makes her point total up to 22 now. And the clock hits 3 zeros. Final score 89-76. And Mason, well, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. It was Deisha Brefford and Kiana Campbell that were two names to watch, and they for sure led the charge for the Wolves, getting a lot of open shots, making the open shots, as well as attacking the basket as well. Good games, though, from the freshman Rachel Muraski. I think she's got her season high tonight with 26. Pohar in second, I guess, if you want to call it a race, with 23. So, Mason, any final comments on this Lady Eagles ball game?
Yeah, the score wasn't as bad as it looked. It was a pretty tightly contested game throughout most of the game. And just in the fourth quarter, forcing shots and the turnover margin, 21 to just about, I believe, 10 still.
Yeah.
It was a big killer for the Lady Eagles in this one.
Turnover is something that the Lady Eagles are definitely going to have to clean up on. That is for sure. So that will conclude things here from the Eagles Nest for the women's side of things. You can check out a brand new stream that we're going to have fresh on the Ivy Later YouTube page, also on my personal Twitter, as well as Mason's personal Twitter, Jacob Steinberg, his Twitter. I'll have the link as well, also on our Facebook page. One more time, final score from the Eagles Nest, 76-89. We fall by 13, I believe, if my math is correct. Yes, it is. For the cameraman, Jacob Steinberg, Statsman, Brett Gustafson, the scoreboard engineer, Reed Meredith, my color commentator, Mason Lucas, I'm Tyler Town, bidding you all a very good night, and we hope you'll tune in with us right now as we switch it over to the men's action. Coming up next, it's men's basketball versus Joliet Junior College.